Alternative 2022 is coming to a close, and it is time for me to share the 10 songs that left the biggest mark on me this year. You will not find these 10 songs on anyone else's top 10 list. Throughout these several years I've had of talking about music on Instagram and whatnot, and following other music reviewers, it is just always year after year reminded me with these year-end lists how little the music that I love the most is talked about. Always fuels me to just continue pushing this stuff and just trying to shed more light on the alternative pop rock, pop punk scene. A lot of these bands I listen to, they got successful careers, they're making a living with this music, yet when it comes to music critics out there, no one's talking about them. It's the type of music I find music critics like Pitchfork don't take seriously. When it comes to the biggest music nerd on YouTube, Anthony Fantano, Needle Drop, you will not see that guy talking about this kind of music on his channel. But these bands, man, this is the stuff that defines my life. And I have no greater purpose in life than to share this music with anyone who is interested. So thank you for giving me a click. This video is all about my top 10 songs, but I did make, and every year I do make, a top 100 songs of the year playlist. Here it is on my Spotify. It is officially live on my profile, linked in the description below. I'm gonna give you a quick glimpse at all of these songs from number 100 here at the top down to the top 10, and then we'll get into the top 10. If you want to see me have some fun with these songs on my TikTok, I just posted these fun videos, at least fun for myself, of me just being an idiot, dancing and lip syncing along to these songs. Had a lot of fun with it. Even the top 10 is up on my TikTok as well. But I did want to, sit down here and share some more thoughts behind why each of my songs in my top 10 have made the top 10. We've almost reached it here on the playlist. All right, we've officially made it to song number 11, The Fame Era. If you saw my top 10 albums video, you saw me raving about that song, that album, man. I would love for you to check out the playlist. Again, linked in the description. Now, as we head into my top 10 here, I told myself I don't want to get carried away. If you know me, you know I can get a little bit carried away when it comes to talking about my favorite music. But I'm going to really focus on just keeping it tight here. With my TikToks where I stand in front of the camera, I put on the songs, clips of the songs, and I sing along to them and just dance around to them. That is me in my purest form of enjoying music. No descriptions behind why I love the songs, just me enjoying the songs. And that's the most genuine showing of how much this stuff means to me. So if you want to see me just having some fun to my whole top 100 songs, then that's all on TikTok. But when it comes to my top 10 here, let's share some brief background on why these songs made the top 10. Kicking it off, number 10. State Champs, Some Minds Don't Change, the closing song off of their latest album, my favorite album from them. The song's been with me since the album's release, May 13th. It was my number 9 most streamed song of the year. The passion, the energy, the massive finale of a drop at the final chorus there has made this an addictive listen. Not many songs can provide quite the rush that the hit into that final chorus provides. And if you can pull off a hit like that, you're likely to have me pretty hooked. The Rex with Sonder, this is the title track off of their latest album, came out June 9th. It was my number 3 most streamed song of the year. You know when you finish an album or a playlist on Spotify and you have the autoplay on and it just automatically plays a recommended song? This one came up time and time again, yet I never really got sick of it. Most songs that manage to get stuck in my head the way this one did, I end up getting pretty tired of. But this song is a rare find where it is so damn catchy. It really does have that earworm effect where you can't get it out of your head, but I'm not complaining. I adore what they do with this song. The chorus is very infectious, and then they have that pre-chorus slash bridge part to it that provides the biggest emotion of the song. An incredible song from the Rex, and I really want to hear them pushing more in this direction in the future. Have Mercy, I'm Gonna Be Okay. It was my number 7 most streamed song of the year. Came out mid-July, and yeah, throughout the summer, I had some pretty intense listening experiences with this song. Was very much a consideration for my number 1 song of the year. Felt like a song that could really cap off the year on a positive note, because it is a very hopeful song. And for anyone who maybe struggles with mental health stuff, give this song a listen. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, A Story Told, this band is about the most underrated band I can think of. They released one of my favorite albums last year, and then they come back in September, early September, with this standalone single, and it just stood up there as easily one of their best songs, if not their best. Had me hooked throughout the fall and has been an absolute pleasure to listen to. One of the most fun listening experiences of the year for sure. It didn't even make my top 100 most streamed, I guess, because of its fall release. But yeah, the song is an absolute rush. And if you're into the upbeat, catchy, alternative pop stuff, check this band out. Yeah, my number 6 song of the year, The Fame, Me Because of You. I mentioned The Fame had the number 11 song of the year with Era. Their album this year was my number 2 of the year. I mean, they just knocked it out of the park. This song, Me Because of You, was my number 2 most streamed song of the year. Came out back in the spring, May 27th. So I had plenty of time to spend with it this year. I'm a big sing-along guy, and this song has me singing along word for word, a great dancer, and an incredible love song. As a single guy listening to this song, it's just one of those songs that I'm like, man, I can't wait to show this to a future partner. It gives me hope for a future love, man. Honestly, as sappy as it sounds, it's just like, this is love. And it's a song like this that brings me the closest to love I've ever felt. Does that sound sad? Kinda. But it's quite incredible how a song like this can do that for me. And yeah, you know, it's a very polished pop song. Like I said, this is stuff that you won't see a lot of the more pitchfork-leaning alternative music reviewers ever even consider talking about. But I'm so proud to have this song on my top 10. Thank you, The Fame. Please give this band a listen. Into my top 5, it kicks off with another song that was very much a consideration for the number 1, Daisy Chain by Slowly Slowly. This was the number 1 album of the year, their album Daisy Chain. Came out June 30th, this song, and yeah, it was like my anthem of the summer, I'd say. The sing-along pull of this track is so much fun. You can see me rave a little bit about this song and the album in general on my top 10 albums, but it is just incredibly sharp, witty, and holds this uniqueness to it that really sets it apart from anything else I've heard this year. Slowly Slowly, an incredible discovery for me over the past couple years. And again, a band I just can't recommend enough. This very straightforward pop song made it to my number 4 spot of the year because I can't help but take a big sigh every time I hear it. Even just looking at the title of it, it just induces a sigh from me. Nightly, they're pretty popular in the alt pop scene. I've been enjoying them for a couple years maybe, but nothing has hit me quite like this single here. It came out back on June 24th, and funnily enough, it was my number 13 most streamed song. Outside of Never Around by A Story Told, it was the only song on this top 10 that was not in my top 10 most streamed. And yeah, you might be totally disagreeing with my opinion on this song. This song is not for the rock fans. This is much more about smooth, easygoing pop. It's another song that makes me want to fall in love and has that beauty to it. Like I said, that really induces that sigh, makes me happy, makes me want to dance, but it makes me just feel really emotional as well. It is an absolute mood, and yeah, it's really, really meant a lot to me this year. Yeah, my number 3 song of the year, Telltale Pessimist. It came out March 25th as a part of their Lie Your Way Out EP. Was my number 2 favorite EP of the year, just shy of the number 1 spot, which went to Have Mercy. Don't think I mentioned that when I was talking about them. And the song went down as my number 10 most streamed of the year. This is a type of song that I feel like you either love it or you hate it. I can see a lot of people really cringing at this type of music, sadly. You know, this is whiny, emo, pop rock music. But it's music like this that really just carries that intensity I love. It is covered in a cloud of pessimism. That's what it's all about. Comparing yourself to someone who's always seeing things on the bright side while you're just the complete opposite. And I just can't help but fall in love with the overly angsty energy of it all. Broken, be my serotonin, going through the motions, having a hard time coping. Hope I'm not a hopeless pessimist. You know, it's just a wild ride of a listen for me. Absolutely had me addicted throughout the spring. The way they managed to hit into the final hook as well takes my breath away. And they also put together this really enjoyable visualizer for the song. Simple, but extremely effective. So Telltale, don't take any offense when I say that I feel like a lot of people wouldn't enjoy this type of song. I'm so used to it. So used to people in my age group sharing this type of music and just, you know, at this point, I don't even bother sharing this type of music because a lot of people just don't seem to find the value in it like myself. So I have to go online here and see, hey, does anyone see where I'm coming from? You know, I know you guys, Telltale, there's people who are making this music who believe in it, and I just want to show them that, hey, I very much believe in it as well, and I would love for you to check it out if you haven't heard it already. Now, my number 2 song of the year, World's Unluckiest Guy by Swim Deep. This is featuring Hatchie. That's how I caught on to it. Hatchie is a great dream pop leaning artist. Swim Deep, never heard of them though. This song, it came out January 14th, so I've been with it all year. And I'd say of all the songs in my top 10, this one stands apart from the rest the most. It's the one song on here that is from a band I had not heard of before this year. And if there's any song on this list that I'd feel like maybe a publication like Pitchfork or what have you would talk about, it's this song right here. It was my number 5 most streamed song of the year. And yeah, like my favorites, it just takes my breath away. The way they bring the beat in, I don't know, about halfway through the song or so, floods me with this feeling that just no other song delivered this year. Same as when they go into that final chorus, just a wash of melancholy, I guess. You know, it's never complete euphoria. It's a happiness mixed with a sadness. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful feeling that only songs like this can deliver. Yeah, my number 1 song of the year, Trophy Eyes. This band, after this song, Nobody Said It, came out February 9th. It was the 3rd single after 2 other singles that were fabulous. And then this single comes out, and I really thought they were leading up to an album. I was just amazed with these singles, but haven't heard from them since. It was my number 8 most streamed song of the year. And I'll tell you, when I got into it back in February, I don't believe there was a moment where I was thinking, oh, this could be the number 1 of the year. It just continued to stay close with me this year. And when it came to putting together my top 10 and really having to make that decision of what song do I want to define my year as the number 1? Where do I want this year to end? On what note do I want this year to end? Like I was saying with Have Mercy, I thought I'm Gonna Be Okay would be a good choice because I feel like it leaves things on a bit of a positive note. And ideally, I'd like to finish my end of year list on a hopeful note. But this year, not feeling quite like that. I don't want to be too negative, but Nobody Said. I just feel like those lyrics connect with me more than anything else this year. Nobody said it would be me. My mother said the future was bright. It's a song that to me speaks on the years going by, moving into adulthood and realizing that life isn't everything that you may have dreamed it would be as a child. You're not maybe the person you hoped you'd be. At 31 years old, I listened to that song and it just is way too relatable. But it's so damn good. It is wonderfully intense, very moody, with about the most explosive final chorus I could ever ask for. It's a song like this that I find allows me to express myself in a way that nothing else can. Word for word, this song speaks to me, relates to me, comforts me. It's an outlet to unleash that feeling, man. And it's such an intense listen. And yeah, I feel like at the end of the year here, that song is where I'm at. And that's okay, because I'm just very grateful to have such a passion for music like this. At the end of it all, if everything else in life seems pointless, it's music like this on my top 10 that keeps me eager to see what's coming next. Songs like Me Because of You and On Your Sleeve that keep me hopeful for what true love can feel like. Songs like I'm Gonna Be Okay that encourage me. But then you got your songs like Pessimist and Nobody Said that just allow you to bask in any hard feelings you might be having. So that's it. Yeah, those are the top 10 songs that defined me the most this year. Can't wait to see what's to come in 2023. We've already had some really great singles here in December of 2022 that are going to be eligible for my top 100 of next year. I'll be sharing my top 10 of December shortly and looking forward to getting a bit more active on here throughout 2023. Thank you so much for giving me a click. Love a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Hit the subscribe for more alternative content. And leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your favorite songs of the year were, what you thought of my favorite songs. Love to chat. I'll see you next time.